Good morning and good morning to you. Welcome to this Good Morning Tottenham Away video. I hope you're well. I hope your families are well. I hope you're all keeping well wherever you are in the world, guys. Let's get straight into it. 22 days into the transfer market, nobody's come through the door. It looks very unlikely, which is why I haven't done any videos in terms of transfer, who we link with, because I don't believe that to be any substance to anyone that we could be even potentially linked with, which is why I've done no videos in that merit for this month. But I do want to touch upon a topic that a lot of Spurs fans are having amongst themselves. I know we have WhatsApp groups and we've been having these conversations, and there's a divide in terms of whether the manager should or should not stay. And the majority, quite a lot of people think should go. And I've tried to understand and listen to the people why they're saying and to keep him in. Some of the reasons to keep him in is keep him in so the fingers can be pointed at this board and how incompetent they are in footballing decisions. Two, because they've had enough of managers leaving year after year after year with the owners that keep getting away with it, and no accountability in the hiring and firing of managers. And three, because, and there's not a lot of people that say this, but there are a few saying that they believe that Ange can turn it around. This is where my argument will come in. About him turning it around. Look at it for what it is. We're 15th in the league. We've won and win in 10. We haven't won in over 2 months now. And given the fixtures that we've got coming up, I'm certainly struggling to see where we're going to get 2 or 3 wins. I mean, one would be amazing, just break the duck, just to try and get a win. And Everton, for me, was the one I saw in terms of Premier League to really try and get some points. We didn't do that there. So with games coming up in the Premier League, I don't see where we're going to get this win from. And more importantly, where we desperately need is to turn it around with 2 or 3 wins to just to lift up the place a little bit. I look at the demeanour of the players. I look at which they have to be accountable to. Of course they do. And the defence as well for the manager also has to, the many injuries that he's had. But I do feel at the same time, given, we can debate anything you want, but one thing we can't debate is numbers. And the numbers at the moment, goes against wins ratio, and, the losses, 12, 13 losses, that none of that lies. It's hard to ignore. On that alone, on the numbers alone, it's relegation form. I don't think for a minute we're going to get relegated, because there's far more teams at the bottom 3 that are doing worse. But however, I don't want to be dragged into that sort of fight, and I don't believe right now, and that's the biggest thing for me right now that I haven't seen in a lot of the games recently, and more so again on the weekend. I didn't see any fight in the team. In that first half, we were 3-0 down, no problems. And and for the 100,000,001 things the problems that we have had at the club, the owners, the injuries, and all of that, and all valid points. For me, Ange has added to those problems with his continuing persistence with the high line, with his continuous persistence with the inverted fullbacks, with his just continual stubbornness. The one that got to me on Sunday was knowing that we got the Europa League game on Thursday, knowing that Spence and Reguilon are not going to be available for selection for that match. Why would you not start him against Everton and give Porro, who desperately needs a rest? The players like Porro have been run to the ground, and you've got fans getting on his back because he's dropped off massively. To this point, he's not playing anywhere near his levels, and players like him have been run to the ground. But also, for me, with Ange, amongst all the other things, it's just like I said, the continual stubbornness with his tactics and the selection. Lancashire could have got a game on the weekend up front. I felt. There are things that he's 100% adding to the problems that we already have. And more to the point, like I said, for me, I don't see the fight in us anymore. And I don't see in the players' demeanour how they still, I mean, of course, they'll carry on going out on the pitch and playing all of that. I just don't see, that with the manager and the players anymore. And when you start, and of course, how do you follow someone? How do you continue to, of course you're going to do your job, but how do you continue to follow the messages that the manager is sending you when the results are not coming your way? It's very, very hard. And for me, right now, we're too far gone. We are too far gone. And with the current situation. And without me visually seeing when and where it can turn around and how it's going to turn around, no players coming in, like I said at the beginning of the video, I just don't see where we're going to get these wins that we desperately need. And we haven't gone into any game, even the Tamworth game, any game this year, 2025, confidently. We said, we're going to beat, I reckon we'll get points. No, we've not gone in. We didn't even beat Tamworth in the 90 minutes. We drew against them. We beat them in extra time, but we drew against them in the 90 minutes. So Everton, wasn't at the races. So I'm just thinking these are the games that we are, for Spurs, winnable. And I just don't see, people saying, well, Romero's going to be back soon and Van der Ven will soon follow up. But these guys have been out for a while, and two, they'll take them a bit of time to get into the find their own form. So they're going to go through their own little stuff to get to their form. But they're coming into a team that's completely and utterly on the floor. So it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. And I don't want to put the doom and gloom, but I just see it as so far gone. So what is the quickest remedy right now? What is the quickest thing to do? Even if it's on a temporary fix where you get a manager that can come in for the next 3 months to the end of the season and then look for the new manager in the summer. No, I hear you. I know you saying, what, you want Mason? I'm not saying I want Mason. I just want someone. I want the bleeding to stop, and that's the thing I'm trying to get at. I want the bleeding to stop, and you can't put, this is not a sticky tape, plaster tape anymore. This is hemorrhaging blood, and we are not going to stop it by keeping Ange in. That for me it is the ultimate. And I too, guys, I say it again, I'm against this change of managers. Of course I am, but at the end of the day, man, I have to look at the numbers, and I cannot keep ignoring them. It's just, it's foolish to keep ignoring that what we are seeing on the pitch, what we are picking up on numbers wise, and the current situation, and saying, you know what, no, we got to keep at it with him. I don't know, man. That's where I'm at with it. I'm doing a watch along tomorrow, guys, on We Are Tottenham TV. So make sure you follow that if you'd like to come and watch. Myself doing watch along. I'll be on We Are Tottenham TV for the Europa Cup game against Offenheim. Again, a team that we should probably be beating, but again, I'll say what I said in the Premier League. How can we go into any game in any kind of confidence right now? I don't know, but I'll be there doing that. Make sure you guys lock it in there, and then make sure you guys lock it in with Tottenham away. Activate the notification bell, guys. A lot of you haven't subscribed. Why not subscribe? Make sure you activate the notification bell to get any uploads, any live streams, any pop-up shows, or any videos uploaded on here, so for you to see firsthand as soon as it's uploaded. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe, and as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.